guys, Godzilla Freak here, and I really hate it when you're in school and they force you to write something with like a trillion words. They have like word count and you have to have at least that many words, or you have to write for a specific amount of time. Yeah, I really hated that, and as a challenge, you know what? I'm just gonna see. Because a grade A Andre made that video, remember a couple years ago or something, he was like, oh, use 200 words to describe Carmen. I'm going to see if I can describe, I don't know, plastic in as many words as possible. So guys, welcome to the Describing Plastic Challenge. And you guys might be wondering, why do I use blackmarket.com for everything? Why the fuck would you use the black market? I just use the blackmarket.com because it's a nice background, to be honest. Actually, wait. View background image. Oh, and get rid of the text. Okay, cool. I just got rid of the text. Oh, this is just an image. Sorry guys, this is like really dumb. Why is that more watch than this? Okay, get back into the video. That's gonna stay in because it is. It's just this. So let's get started with plastic. Plastic is an object. I'm not allowed to look things up because that's cheating. Can you get out? Can you please leave? Please? Thank you. Okay, plastic is an object it's made of matter, and it's really interesting and very useful. It is a very hard object and can be used to make toys or construct things, and in general it's a very useful object. Plastic is made from oil and it can take many shapes or forms based on how you mend it and cut it. Plastic is really simple and can be seen around you. Plastic has revolutionized a lot of industries, as back in the day they would use wood or metal, but now they just take this wonder material known as plastic, and it can make many interesting shapes, and it's used a lot in children's toys. I'm just repeating myself now. See how hard this is, guys? See how hard this is? Plastic is not really old, but it's kind of old. I don't know. Am I supposed to freaking know this shit? Well, I can just search through my brain, but being an omnipotent being, that's kind of cheating. I need to do it as if I was a human, right? Yeah, that's what, because this is human school. Oh, plastic is called plastic because we want to call it plastic. In Chinese, plastic is plastic material. Many things can be made from plastic. For example, your mouse likely has plastic on it. Some people really admire plastic. People create plastic in factories of sorts. The chair you're sitting on might have a trace of plastic. It is actually pretty easy to make plastic, but I'm not supposed to know how. So I have no idea how to make plastic. I just know that it's quite simple and uses oil. The plastic is a compound of material. Plastic is a solid, not a liquid or a gas at room temperature. Plastic is in fact also not a plasma or an Einstein Bose-condensate. It's a solid. Okay, it's a solid matter. It's something that's you can look at, you can touch it, and it's fucking smooth. And shit, if you eat plastic, it tastes really weird. And if you bite the back of your remote, you probably ate some plastic. Plastic doesn't really age, but if you take a piece of plastic and use it to attack another piece of plastic, it will likely not break. But if you hit it hard enough, it will bend and break. And if you throw plastic into the wall, it will likely put a dent into your wall. I am really running out of ideas right now. Let me see how long this video has been. It's only 6 minutes. How many words have I said? It'd be nice if you guys make a word count. Like, just tell me how many words I said, including this, because you can write this in the freaking thing, and your teacher will probably understand it, right? I don't know. I'm not human. I can figure it out, but that's cheating again. I want you guys to interact, okay? Plastic is bendable. You can like push on plastic and it might bend. Plastic is far from impenetrable. Metal is usually stronger than most plastics. Plastic is a lot of the time stronger than wood. Well, harder than wood, but wood has more tensile strength and can hold up to more attacks. Plastic is, because of its properties, plastic can be used in advanced mechanisms because it is so smooth and its tensile strength is low, therefore giving it a little bit of flexibility. Plastic can be made thin or thick. The thicker the plastic, the harder it is to bend relative to its size. Plastic is light, therefore it isn't very heavy. That's kind of obvious. Things that are light aren't heavy. But because it is light, you can do things with it and you can lift it really easily. This mic has plastic on it and I'm holding it right now with my hand because it's like a freaking stereo mic, like a karaoke mic kind of, and not really that much like a computer mic. It's not one like you hang on your computer or something and comes down. It's like really big. This is like a really tiny mic you hold in your hand and you talk through it. I'm pretty sure there's also an HDMI cord and you can actually plug in this mic right here I'm using into a freaking stereo system, and yeah, you can use it for karaoke. But that's completely off our topic now. But yeah, plastic is used on this mic because it keeps its weight very low, but it can hold together the mic pretty well. This mic is actually a condenser microphone SF666. Now, plastic is also used in this bottle of milk juice right here, called from Wahaha. It's like an Asian milk juice from the Wahaha company. This one's Nutri Express, and it's apple flavored, and that's the labeling. And the label is also made of plastic, very thin papery plastic, and then inside is more solid, more powerful and tensile plastic that's very hard to penetrate, but as I said, can be easily penetrated still, and it bends just by me pushing it because it's a thin, flexible plastic. But then the cap here is made out of a very easy to identifiably easy harder type of plastic, and is just as flexible, but it's not nearly as soft, and maybe a little bit heavier as well. And right now I'm putting on the cap, because the cap is made of plastic. Plastic is also used in bottles, in water bottles that you can flip. The water helps it get flipped, but just using the plastic, because the plastic is so light, it takes very little force to flip the water bottle. Plastic does not decompose very easily and may take thousands of years to go back into the soil. Therefore, using plastic things is harmful to the environment. It is much better to use paper bags or even cloth bags and reuse the cloth bags. Or even if you throw away a cloth bag, it is usually made from something like, say, sheep wool or leather, and will not be as easy to decompose as paper, which you can just eat, or say grasses, but still decomposes as easily as a cow would decompose. So it is still very easy to decompose. And that is about all there is to plastic. Of course, plastic has many more historical things, and it is used in a lot of more things, which I will try to say because I am trying to talk as much as I can about plastic. This video I'm making right now is about plastic, and many things are about plastic. A factory that makes plastic makes plastic. That was very simple and easy to understand, right, guys? A factory that makes plastic will obviously make plastic. That is just common sense. You have probably touched plastic in the past and know what plastic is. You have yet to finish watching this video about plastic unless you are watching it for a second time. You know that plastic is something I am talking about because that is exactly what it is. Plastic can sometimes be confused with hard rubber, as on this mic. It has some plastic, but mainly is made of hard rubber. Rubber is kind of similar to plastic, but is much more flexible and is used in things like tires. Plastic can also be used to stop the flow of electricity as a resistor, and can be used in a transistor, unlike something like metal, which would conduct the electricity. Electricity does not flow through plastic very well at all. Fun fact, water does not conduct electricity, but rather the things inside water do. Now, I feel like a plastic type in Pokemon would be really cool because there's a lot of things made of plastic, and I can usually see a plastic bag Pokemon. That'd be pretty cool, right? I don't know what other type you would make that in, except maybe poison type, but we already have really bad poison types like Garbodor, so I don't think we would want another one of those bad Pokemon. And why is this here even after it's completely out of commission? Like, here it's useful, but now it's not. Because when you full screen it, it's like gets rid of the thing right here. But that's completely off topic, guys, and I don't know why I'm still going on about plastic. Oh yeah, in Pokemon, you know how people say steel should be weak to electric, because steel conducts electricity better than water? Well, here's the thing. You know, like, something that conducts electricity does not get damaged by electricity at all. It's not extra damage because you conduct electricity. It is extra damage. The reason water is weak to electric type in Pokemon is because the water types is not water itself. They're not made of water. Instead, there are things that live inside of water. And if you live inside of something that conducts electricity, you're gonna get hurt. But if you are that thing, aka steel types, are literally made of steel, then you're not exactly weak to it because you conduct that element. Now it is no longer even about plastic, but whatever, right? I really don't give a fuck. I don't give two fucks about whether or not it's on topic. And yeah, I really don't. And the plastic, more on plastic. You probably observed plastic before, and you probably mistaken things for plastic when they are really not. And sometimes you might think something's made of metal or rubber, but it's actually made of plastic. You might even think something was paper, but then when you touch it, you realize it was actually plastic. You might have thought something was a glass cup, but it was actually a plastic glass. Is that the thing? Because a glass, not glass, but if you put a quantity onto glass, it suddenly means like a wine glass. It's something made of glass and has like a pillar at the bottom to hold it, and then a round bowl cut flipped around at the top. Yeah, bowl on top. But if that was made of plastic, wouldn't it make it a plastic glass? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Plastic, like glass and water, cannot be pluralized or singularized. That is because a quantity of plastic, you must specify a quantity. There is not a plastic like a sheep. A sheep is, well, a single sheep. There's no singular plastic. You must have a piece of plastic, and that piece of plastic must be defined. Just like how you can't say, oh, you cannot, because plastic does not end. It is a specific expectation of something. You can say a plastic molecule, a plastic compound, a piece of plastic, pieces of plastic. Plastic in and of itself is not something that is automatically quantified. A wire is not quantified, but you can say a wire because no matter how large it is a wire, and when you separate it, it is not separate pieces of wire unless it came from the original wire. It is still three separate wires because wires can be connected to different things. But with plastic, it's just not three plastics. It is instead three pieces of plastic. One, because that kind of makes sense, and two, because English is fucking stupid. Just like how Philippine starts with PH, but the denominator Filipino starts with an F instead. Did you guys know I'm right now laying down as I talk to my mic? As I said, this mic is not like floating, it's a tiny one, a handheld mic. So I'm just doing that right now. And my legs are actually on the table. The table is made of wood, but it feels like plastic. and it's because it's smooth wood. It's like smooth, but you can still see the texture on the wood on the table, though it does feel like a plastic. You can see wood textures on it. And my keys are likely made of plastic as well. That's it. Like, I can't I can't think of any more fucking things to describe plastic with. Well, I can, but it's been 20 minutes already, so that's gonna be it for today, guys. Actually, let's wait. Plastic is called plastic, and to spell plastic, you use the letters PLASTIC. And again, it and must be quantified in the wording of the sentence, just like water. That's gonna be all for today, guys. Take care, you all. Goodbye. Thank you for watching.